Well, believe it or not, summer is just weeks away, and that means that now is the perfect time to start your weight loss journey. Dr. Jon Thomas is board-certified chiropractic physician at Vibrant Life Health Center in Nutrimos, Jacksonville. Dr. Jon, before we start, we promoted, we talked about it, we had it over the last couple weeks. There was a big contest. You gave away an entire program.
Yes,
Who was
I
the
did.
lucky winner?
Karen Cherney was the lucky winner. Awesome story. I talked to her last week, and she's coming in tomorrow to the office to get started. Awesome story, so deserving of the program. I'm going to talk to her and see if I can get her on TV to share kind of her story and what's going on, but it couldn't have landed at the right place at the right time for somebody. I'm excited to just get in there and start transforming her life, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Somebody who really wanted it,
wanted it really, yeah, they wanted it bad. So.
And so for those out there who don't know about the program, let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, this is, you know, we talk about it each time you come on, that it's changing lives, and it truly is. It's not just about a number on a scale. It's changing their whole medical history in some cases, taking pills out of their hands.
Exactly. You know, that's it, you nailed it right there. You know, when you say that, you know, it's not just about weight loss. You know, when you think about weight loss, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Well, I got to cut my calories, I got to exercise. We've done that for years. You know, really, truly, they're great things. They're great things to do to maintain your health. But if you're looking at, you want to lose 40 pounds or 50 pounds, it's just not really the strong solution for long-term success. There's so much more. We've got to understand that, you know, losing weight and the weight control in the body has to do with your metabolism. That's the key. Hormones, organs, all these different things in your body. And if you're just trying to tweak all that system with just a little bit over here, it's just not going to be effective. We've got to go in and find out specifically what's going on with adipose fat, visceral fat, cellular hydration. What's the metabolic age of your cell structure? Where's it at? Where's it running at? You know, how can we go in and find out, like we were talking about before, vitamin deficiencies? What are all the details of what's going on in that metabolism so that we can make that work the best that it can so it can burn fat effectively?
And we've the past couple weeks we've talked about walking people through the process of once you call and that first appointment and getting the BCA, and but talk about once that excitement is done. Now it's it's onto the grind, and now you're partway into the grind. You got how many days left? Maybe a couple weeks left.
Yeah.
Talk about what happens in those weeks.
You know, we're going through a transformation. Your body's going through these changes. People come in at that point in time. They've lost a lot of weight. You know, they've done very well on the program. They're saying, my clothes don't fit very well anymore. I'm really excited. We're working on hydration plans and making sure that the water's coming up so that the metabolism is turning around and doing what we want it to do as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of follow-up, and then we're getting ready for what we talk about as reset. Because this is a control system in your body. I mean, there's a hypothalamus that controls, blood pressure, 120 over 80, but it also controls weight. It's a set point. A lot of people that go into a program, go in at this weight, they'll lose 50 pounds, get excited, go take off. 2 months later, where are they at? Right back up to their set weight because this was programmed in the body, and your body just took you back to where it thought was supposed to be. And so we've got to reprogram those things. We've got to go through a whole stage and a process to reset the control points in the body so that once you get down and get your body functioning this way, we stay there. And that's the key. And that's why I love this program, is because at the end of it, your system is running. And so it just keeps going. It's not something that was a trick to get you to lose the weight, and then once the card trick was removed, the weight loss is removed, and you're right back up again. That's what we want to stay away from.
And that's the difference between what I've learned in this program is the difference between this and just regular ones. Like you said, you lose the weight and then it comes back because it was a temporary fix, and they try to do a one-size-fits-all. But the BCA, the body composition analysis that you do at the start, is so critical because you talk about the difference in everybody's chemistry.
Yes.
But explain why.
It's critical because one of the things is our patients really don't understand what the case is in their body. What does my metabolism look like? They don't really have a comprehension. There's so many times when I sit down with patients, especially after we do these shows, they come in, they're really excited, and we'll sit down with them, and we'll go through and we'll show them, and they'll be like, are you kidding me? I do this or I do that and I do this, and it's not working. And I'll show them, how their body breaks down. What is their metabolism looking like? What is out of balance? What's going on there with that body composition analysis? The differences between adipose and visceral fat, and why it's so critical to understand those things, because they have an impact on health in your body. And a lot of people, the health problems that we have in this nation are coming from this visceral fat. Research is showing that, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, strokes, that stuff is coming from heavy visceral fat loads. And that stuff is really important to understand. And then my favorite one's the metabolic age, because when we get to that, and I show you where your cell structure is working at today versus where your chronological age is, people are blown away with that. Because they're really like, man, that's really how my body, that's how I feel. I don't feel like this person up here. I feel like this 80-year-old person. And it's just like, man, and when we can transform that, and change that for people. And they just start coming in and saying, I have more energy, my headaches are gone, I'm sleeping through the night so much better than I've ever slept before. These are the things that, well, you've heard all the patients that come on the show
Changing
and
their
show
lives.
that. And that's what it's about. So the BCA it's the beginning, but it makes you understand why it's so important to do this type of a program and not those out-of-the-box stuff that's out there, cookie cutters.
Well, we'll get everybody here. We'll get the number and stuff on the screen there. We'd like to thank Vibrant Life Health Center for sponsoring this segment. And to learn more, visit NutrimostJacksonville.com or call the office at 904-683-8177.